All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And, Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Hey, 626. Hey, go on, Mike 40, Mike 40. You don't got me ready. Back one. Hey, over.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Jump. Check 31, check 31.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Go. Check 59, Mike. 59. Let's go, D. Long day offense. It's going to be a long day. Deuce.
On third down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Hey, Team 6.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
319. Wipe out. Hey, 626. 319.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. Check. This verse. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. He's checking. Crash. 3. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Alert flare.
On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Shoot up.
Jackson now on 3rd down. Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Watch the slant. Bang. Back.
From the 36, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
No score after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson flush to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Ravens push further out in front. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check three, check three, check three. Check out three. Hold.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And this one will be brought back to the 22. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Completes it to Benjamin. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check safety, check safety.
Hey, exit.
Mike 29.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
29 is a minute to go.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
That's us. That's us. Let's go now. Jackson to Pittsburgh.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
59. Mike 59. In your face.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Jackson throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55.
Come on now. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. Got an open man. It's Scott. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, 15 read. What? It's 59. Right to 59. What we got? What we got? What we got? Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Safe, safe, safe.
Gets around him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They run from the pistol with Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
We got it. We got it.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, check. Check three. Check.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 61 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 46 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Slip it 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completes this one to Meredith. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And some room to run now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Mike. 319. They're not ready for this, man. Hey, 88. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Here's Rodgers. Gonna throw again. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Jamon Moore there to make the grab. And the Packers get a score closer. Precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Ingram. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check 4, check 4. Check 24, check 24.
Jackson options out left. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. 6 guys.
On second down now. Benjamin. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, he'll have a first down inside the 10. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We got them now.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Ravens push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 40. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Rodgers to throw again. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Rodgers now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.